Today I'm making one of my favourite cake flavours, which is coffee and walnut tray bake. I got these from B&M. They are around 11 by 8.5 inches, but if you've not got these, a 7-inch square tin will be fine. For this, I'm using 100 grams of walnuts plus a few extra, 3 tablespoons of coffee, 120 grams of caster sugar, self-raising flour and baking margarine, and 2 large free-range eggs. Put the 3 tablespoons of coffee into a bowl and add a little drizzle of boiling water and give it a mix. And then I put the baking margarine and caster sugar into a bowl and cream them together. I then added the 2 large eggs and 2 tablespoons of the strong coffee. Mixed it together with my spatula and then put it back in the mixer. I weighed out 80 grams of the walnuts and broke a few of them up into smaller pieces. I added the self-raising flour to the mix and mixed it for around 20 seconds and then added the walnuts in and just folded them in by hand until they were all distributed throughout the batter, and then I piled it into the tray. The oven was on at 150 fan. I weighed out 450 grams of buttercream and added 1 tablespoon of the coffee mixture to that and mixed it all in. And I crushed up the remaining 20 grams of walnuts and then poured them into the buttercream and combined it, mixed them all around until they were throughout the buttercream. This baked for 45 minutes. I left it in the tray for about 20 minutes and then turned it out upside down onto a wire rack, popped it back in the tray upside down so I had a nice flat top to work with, and when it was cool, covered the whole top with the walnutty coffee buttercream. I spread it right out to the edges, and then I used this drop flour piping tip just to do some nice patterns all around the outside. This buttercream didn't have any walnuts in it because they get stuck in the nozzle and it can make it really tricky. I wanted this one to be smooth. So I just did some nice swirls all around the outside, and then with the few extra walnuts I had, I just dotted those on all over. And that's it. Now this I feel would serve around 6 big slices, but you could definitely get more out of it if you are happy to have smaller slices. But in my house this would serve 6. I love this cake. I love how you've got the soft sponge and buttercream, and then every so often you get a really nice walnutty crunch. It's really light and fluffy and delicious. I know that coffee and walnut is not everybody's favourite, but I know that some people absolutely love it, and I am one of those people. Do you like coffee and walnut cake? Will you be having a go at making this? Let me know in the comments. And these tray bakes are fab because they come with their own lids, so you just pop those on and it will keep your tray bake nice and fresh. And you can transport it as well easily if you want to.